So start lying on your mat, feet hip width apart, feet splaying out to the side, hands coming out to the side, and just relaxing here, releasing your lower back onto the mat, bending your legs, and placing your feet onto the mat if you've got lower back issues. And just arriving before we start, just closing your eyes if you feel you're able to do so, placing a hand on your heart and a hand on your tummy, breathing in through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, slowing down your breathing, checking in with yourself. Then start breathing in through your nose and exhaling through the nose. This is the way that we can calm down our nervous system, which will help us to feel more relaxed. Scanning the body, starting from the feet, travelling up through the legs, to the hips, your back, your shoulders, your head, your hands and your arms, checking how you are, checking if there's any tensions anywhere, and so just returning back to that area, just relax those areas, just melting into the mat and just observing your breath for a minute, exhaling in through your nose and out through your nose. Obviously, if you've got a cold or anything like that, do breathe through your mouth. Don't want anybody passing out. Let's start wriggling our fingers, wriggling our toes, doing a bit of movement, and we'll start by hooking our knees in towards our chest. Just observing how your hips are today. Holding on just below the knees, doing some circlings with your knees, so away from the middle and then coming back. First one way, then the other. Seeing how you feel today. Keep your eyes closed if you want. And let's place the feet back down on the floor. We're going to place our hands onto the mat and pushing up into a bridge by tilting our pelvis, then lifting the lower back, middle back and upper back, pushing up nice and straight here. We're feeling our hip flexors start stretching out, squeezing our glutes, making a nice straight bridge here. Quite often when we sit, we're not stretching out the hip flexors. So here we're stretching and tightening everything up to help us maintain a good upright position when we're standing as well, so we're not standing and slouching. Then releasing the bridge from your upper back, your middle back and your lower back, hooking your knees back into your chest again, and start rocking on your spine, massaging your spine. It's all connected, so we need to look after our spine and our legs as well, to releasing hips, coming up into seated, nice tall spine, inhaling long spine. Remember that golden thread is pulling you up nice and tall. And let's place our legs out in front. We're going to hook in the right leg, so we can either stay here or we can place that right leg over our left, interlacing our hands, grabbing hold of the knee or just below the knee with our left hand, hooking that knee tight into our chest, reaching up and out and placing our hand behind us, coming into a twist. Maybe feeling the stretch on the outside of your right leg, breathing in nice and tall, exhaling, twisting around. Let's take that to the other side. So let's release your right leg, hooking in your left, keeping it there, or placing it over the right leg, interlacing your fingers, hooking now the left leg with your right arm, And then reaching up and over with the left, hooking that leg into your chest and twisting around. Maybe feeling a stretch on the outside of your left this time. Inhaling nice and tall spine. Exhale, twisting around. Letting go of the leg, giving them a wriggle. And then place your feet into butterfly. So we're gonna have a diamond shape in the shape between your feet and you. So we're gonna interlace our fingers and hold them under our feet. Breathe in, nice tall spine. And exhaling, we're pushing our knees down towards the mat. You know your own limits, so work within them. So inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, pushing your legs down. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, squeezing your knees out to the side. You can try to place your elbows onto your knees, just gently easing them out a little bit further. So inhale, coming forward and up. Exhale, pushing down slowly. Using your breath to relax into the pose. Sitting up nice and tall again, we're going to place our thumbs just below the pad underneath our big toe, and we are going to open up our feet like an open book. I'm just observing how your hips are feeling when you're doing this. You might feel that your hips are relaxing a bit more, that twist helps you to release your hip and opening up a little bit further. So let's breathe in nice and tall, exhaling, pushing the knees towards the mat even further. Lovely, well done. Bring your legs up towards the middle, another little wriggle. And we're going to come on to all four, and then we're going to step forward with our right leg up between our hands, pushing that left foot down into the mat, and we are going to come up into a high lunge. So arms up by your ears, inhale, and as we exhale, we're coming forward, stretching now our left hip flexor. We're making sure our knee doesn't come further forward than our ankle, reaching up and coming forward. So inhale, reaching up, exhale, coming further into that stretch, squeezing your glute, pressing that back leg into the mat. Then exhale, coming back. We're stretching the hamstring on our right, so the foot can either be up or you keep pushing it down, whatever's best for you. Trying to come back straight, so you're not kind of leaning over to the left, but you're coming back straight and stretching that hamstring. Let's move it, so coming forward, reaching up, inhale here, exhale, coming back, inhale, coming forward, lunge, reaching up, exhale, reaching back, stretch here, one more time, inhale, reaching up, stretching that left hip flexor, exhale, coming back, stretching the right hamstring. Let's bring our right leg back and the left forward. The same here, making sure your knees under your ankle. Your right leg is pressed into the floor. That knee is kind of under your hip too. Let's inhale, reaching up and coming forward until you feel a stretch on the right hand side. Exhale, coming back, stretching your left hamstring. Inhale, coming up. So I prefer the movement today, but if you prefer to hold each pose for a long time, like 30 seconds, a minute, feel free to do that. So, and just change position once you've done so. So you're doing both stretches. Exhale, coming back, stretching the left. Inhale, stretching the right hip flexor. Exhale, coming back. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Let's place our hands on the mat, turning our right feet under, and we're going to come forward into wild. That's difficult to say today, and I haven't had any alcohol. Let's then come into a wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to place our hands on our knees. I'll start again. Let's place our hands on our hips. Let's inhale nice and tall. And as we exhale, we're folding right here by the hip joint. Just coming halfway down. Having strong legs. So we're going to lock our knees gently. And then we're going to come forward. As you exhale, coming forward. Placing your hands towards the floor. Onto the bricks if you've got them. Onto the floor. Relaxing your head. And exhale here. Let's bend our knees. And we're going to come up into Goddess or horse pose. So we're going to have our elbows out to the side in height with our shoulders, and our legs are wide and open, and we're coming down so we can inhale coming up, exhale coming back down again. Let's do that a few times. Inhale reaching up, exhale coming back down, inhale coming up, exhale coming back down, inhale up, exhale coming down. And let's move here so you can do yourself a little dance, coming all the way down to the floor, maybe swaying from side to side. Dancing is great for opening up the hips, so just play a little bit here, moving from side to side. Then planting your feet into the floor, pushing strong through your legs and coming up into standing. Let's ground down through our left leg, so lifting your toes, just playing piano with your toes. And then we're going to lift our right leg up. We're going to place either our foot on the floor, on our inner shin, or up to our inner thighs. So this is a hip opener on the right. So we're going to be pushing our left thigh towards our right foot. So they're having a tug of war. You might wobble like me. Try to gaze onto something that's not moving, so you got that point of fixation. Either hands to heart center or hands up above. Beautiful. Swaying tree. It's been quite windy today, hasn't it? Then we're going to take our right leg onto the outside of our left leg, and we're going to come in to seated chair. So just sitting back down onto the chair and breathe. Oh, it's nice and comfortable on this chair here. Oh, bit wobbly, but hey ho. Beautiful. And relaxing that back up again. Let's take that to the other side. So grounding down through your right, lifting your left leg, either placing it on the floor next to you, onto your inner thigh, or inner shin, whatever's good for you. Hands to heart center. And have that tug of war, pushing the like the outside of your right leg in towards the foot, and the foot towards the outside of the legs. With the hand to heart center, I'll be another swaying tree. Brilliant. Let's find that comfortable chair. So let's take the left foot onto the outer thigh, and as we sit back, we're reaching forward and up and sitting down into this chair. Nice, strong, straight back. Feeling how the hips and the legs are singing. One more breath here. And exhale. Coming back up again into standing. Releasing that leg. Giving them a shake. Brilliant. Let's start at the top of the mat. We're going to step back with our right leg. We're going to come into warrior one. So as we're bringing our hands up above our head, we're going to bend into that front the left knee, making sure our right leg keeping on the mat, really gazing up towards our hands above. Then we're going to straighten the legs, maybe taking a little bit of a shorter stance, and then we're going to reach forward and then placing our hands either on our leg or down towards the floor, folding over that straight leg, the left straight leg. Inhale, coming up a little, exhale, coming forward. Inhale, coming up, exhale, coming forward. And take a bend in that front leg, reaching up to the side, swiveling over to the other way. So we've got hands above our head now, and we'll train tracking with our legs. Really wobbly today. And then as we exhale, pushing into that front leg, bringing it bent into our right leg, same time as we're pushing that left leg and heel back. Inhale, coming up a little, exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up, exhale, coming down. Let's hold that here. Nice strong pose. And straightening that right leg. And we're going to reach forward, reach. Any hyper mobility in your legs, just bring a slight bend into that leg. Reaching forward until we can't reach forward anymore. And we're going to fold down over that leg, making a space between your belly and the thigh, folding towards each other. Inhale, exhale, folding further forward if you can safely. Let's bring a bend into that leg, pushing up, swiveling around to the middle. Let's go back into goddess and horse. Arms out to the side, hands up towards the ceiling, so a bit like a cactus, and sinking down here again, swaying from side to side, seeing how that feels now. Brilliant, and pushing back up again. Let's standing at the front of your mat. Inhale, hands towards the ceiling. Exhale, coming forward into forward bend. Just relaxing here for a minute, swaying from side to side. Relaxing and loosening up your lower back. Then let's take a step back with our right leg. And then we're going to place our left knee towards our left hand, letting go of that right leg, sort of lifting it and letting it go as far back as you can. And then bring your hands back a little so they're under your shoulders. And here we are in a proud pigeon pose. So we're going to scoop our sternum up and shining it forward. Chin in line with your mat. And we can squeeze our glutes here. Really feeling the hip flexors on your right opening up. Then let's exhale, coming forward. So arms down onto the mat, make flat hands so the palms turning towards each other. And just feeling how it is being further down. Your left hip is a bit more compressed and your right hip should still be opening up. If you can't feel it, just lifting your right leg and move it back a little bit further. Beautiful. Placing your hands under your shoulders, pushing up and then releasing the left leg, maybe back into a plank for a minute, just stretching it, and then we're going to step it up to the outside of your left hand. So we're staying here now. So we're opening up the left and still stretching the right. If that's too much, you can always letting your right knee onto the floor. Just use your breath here. Always find it difficult to be in these poses where it's quite deep into the hips. So if I'm not talking a lot, it's because it's really tight. Let's push back up into plank. Bring that left leg back, so we're back in plank. And then let's take our right knee towards our right wrist. Lifting the left foot, moving it backward. You can bring your foot up a little bit towards the left if you want, but no pressure on doing so. I like mine just where it lands. From here, arms sort of in line with where your shoulders are. Nice proud chest. So inhale, scooping up and forward, shining that sternum forward, chin in line with the mat, and breathing here into the pose, squeezing your glute to feel a bit more depth in the pose. Inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths here. Sinking into the pose as you're exhaling, allowing your body and mind to relax into the pose. Then let's sink forward, so forearms down onto the mat, and the palms into the mat, or turning towards each other, gazing ahead, or you can fold all the way down, head onto the mat, just whatever's good for you. You can place a block under your right hip, or a blanket or something like that to support you. So a couple of breaths here. Just checking in, see if this side feels the same as the other. It might be tighter, it might be looser. Quite often each side feels different. Let's push up and onto our hands, releasing that right leg backward into plank. Oh, planks are nice. Then let's take our right leg up to the outside of our right hand, either staying here, or we can lowering that left leg down, whatever's good for you. Just gazing straight ahead. If you want, come up to the outside of your right foot, bringing your leg out to the side. And letting that go. Let's step back into another plank, and let's slowly lowering down on towards the mat. Place your hands by your chest, elbows into the side, and let's push up into slight back bend. Opening up here. Beautiful. Coming into child's pose. I'll suggest your knees wide apart, arms out in front. Just stretching out your back. Maybe moving from side to side. We're going to grab hold of the belt if you got one. If not, you can just be using your hands. So we're going to lie onto our back. We're going to have the feet near our buttocks, not too close. And we're just going to bring the legs out to the right. Inhale up to the middle. Exhaling to the left. Trying to keep your shoulders onto the mat. It's just twisting around. So just with each breath, inhale to the middle. Exhale to the side. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale to the side. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale left. If you want, bring the top leg over a little and place a hand on the top of that leg. Inhale back to the middle. Let's take it to the right. Exhale, maybe bringing the top leg up a little, placing a hand on top, and exhale here. Let's bring the legs up in the air, shake them like you don't care. This is a brilliant pose, just for chilling out. You can always place, like if you want to do this later, just place a pillow or something under your hands, under your lower back, and just hang out here. Remarkably, the legs are just quite happy just to dangle up there. It's not really a lot of effort. You'll soon find a place where they're just happy to be. But for now, we've got a little bit more work to do. So let's grab hold of our belt. Let's place it around the back of the thighs of our right. Then first we're going to hook the right leg in. We just got the belt in place by hooking our right leg in with our hands. Just observing how that right hip is feeling. Then we're going to straighten the leg to where it's comfortable for us. Grabbing hold of the belt that's behind our thigh. Inhale, as we're exhaling, we're going to bring the leg towards us. If you're very mobile, don't bring it further than 90. And just being kind to yourself. So we're thinking about our hips, it's not so much about our hamstrings or how far we can stretch today. I'm thinking about pressure down through your legs into your hips. Inhale, exhale, just moving a little bit further forward. And bringing the belt to the top of your foot. Inhale, exhale, bring the sort of toes down towards your shin. Maybe pulling a bit of the right on the belt, feeling how that's activating different hamstrings. And then pulling the left side of the rope, feeling the hamstrings on the other side of the leg. And grabbing hold of the belt with both hands and bringing the leg over just 15 degrees or so. And relax into that. And exhale back to the middle. And let's bring it out to the side as far as you want to go. But making sure that your left hip is still connected to the mat. Letting it go there and making sure that you're actively doing it, so it's not just holding it with the belt. So we're active all the time. Bringing it back to the middle. Letting go of the belt. Let's hook the knee in again. And then just doing some rotations with that right leg. Just checking how you're feeling now. First one way, then the other. Well, there's a lot of clunks in my hip. And then relaxing that back down onto the mat. Just give yourself a second or two just to feel how that hip is feeling comparing to how the other hip is feeling. We're now going to make that hip feel like the other one. So let's hug our left leg in. Nice and tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let's place the belt behind our left leg. Straightening up our leg. Pulling the belt or with your hands behind your leg in towards yourself. So you might be down here, you might be there, wherever you are, that's fine. We're all different. Exhale, bring the leg a little bit further up. So remember to use your breath to just ease yourself into the poses. And let's place the belt on the top of our foot, kind of just under the walking pad, like just at the front of the insert. Let's bring the toes down towards our shin. Nice active pose. Again, thinking about pushing the whole leg in towards your hip. Then let's pull to the right side of the strap, feeling different hamstring strains. And then pulling to the left. Bring the hamstrings on the other side. Grabbing hold of the belt with your right hand. Bring the leg just over 15 degrees or so. Feeling the stretch. I can definitely feel that stretch. Swapping hands onto your left and then bringing your left leg out to the left. Making sure that your right hip is staying down. So maybe placing a hand onto your right hip. Making sure it's there. Again, feeling to see if there's a difference in your adductors on this side. This side for me is definitely tighter. Use your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Coming further into that pose if it's comfortable for you. So inhale back to the middle, letting go of the rope, hooking that leg in, and then just circling it again. First one way, and then the other. Relaxing down onto the mat, hands to the side, and just observing how you feel now. Do a quick body scan from your toes to your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, your thighs, your hamstrings, your hips, your back, travelling up through your back to your shoulders, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your hands, relaxing your arms, relaxing your shoulders even a little bit more, lifting your head, making your neck nice and long, relaxing your head onto the mat, relaxing your forehead, relaxing your jaw. Just relax, relax, relax. Just lie here for a minute or two. Just observing your breathing as it enters the body with no control, and as it's leaving the body, it's all happening natural. All you got to do is just relax, relax, relax. Feeling the air travelling through your nostrils, travelling down into your lungs, how it warms up and coming back out again. Tummy and chest rises, tummy and chest lowers. Take a deep inhale through your nose and deep exhale through your mouth. One more deep inhale, one more deep exhale. Wriggling your fingers, wriggling your toes, circling your wrists, circling your ankles. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Hucking knees into the side. Rolling onto the right. Pushing up into seated. Hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for taking part. See you all. I'll be on again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Hope to see some of you then. I'll see you again soon.